Okay. Yippee! Hello, hello, hello. Okay, did that work? Yeah, that did work. Yes. Okay, let me plug in all my stuffs. Hello. Okay, I gotta turn on um my chat on my phone so I see what you guys are typing. Amonza is not Amonzing. What? What's going on? What's going on with Amonza? What's happening? Let me pull up the chat on my phone. We'll get right into it. I'm having so much fun 3D modeling, by the way. Like, I mean, you might be able to tell by me consistently streaming every day, but it's just I'm having such a blast just 3D modeling. It's so fun. You know, I feel like I'm so much more productive as well. I can like 3D model just consistently compared to drawing. Like I can't draw consistently. Amonza became an Uruk-Lu? What the fuck is that? Did he become an orc or something? Like a type of orc? Is he working out? I mean, he does work out, I think. To my knowledge, I think. Watch you suck at Blender? I hardly know her. Yeah, just go for it, man. If you wanna start making minis, fucking go for it. It ain't that hard. Okay, like I don't want to say it's not hard. I mean, obviously there's stuff to learn. Like I have a large base of like artist knowledge that I can use to like make things look decent, even though I just started. But like I mean the tools, like learning how to use the tools isn't hard. Uh so I highly recommend it. It doesn't take much. Start with something really easy. Don't do too many tutorials. Just fucking go for it. You'll love it. Um, I mean, I hope you'll love it. If uh, my way is definitely, obviously, not the only way to do it. But I highly recommend just doing the bare minimum and then just fucking just go right into making your own stuff. Because it just makes it so much more exciting. You know, instead of like working on a boring donut for like few days or watching even more tutorials, just fuck it. Go right into it. You'll slowly learn as you go. I mean, I like last stream was a good example that I still don't know 90% of the shit I'm doing and have to learn. The normals thing definitely was a huge help now that I understand that I fixed all the normals on this thing. But like I still need to learn how to make pipes and that sort of stuff. A very square stance on this man. Oh yeah, it's intentional. He's supposed to be like a chunky, big old gargoyle guy, and they're supposed to like be able to stack next to each other, which I'm concerned about now that I've like gotten carried away with the model. It might not be able to actually like stack next to each other anymore. I'll have to see if that's still the case. Uh, but yeah, it's supposed to be like a stone gargoyle, so I wanted him to be really chunky and square. My kind of attitude. Hell yeah. Yeah, like literally. I guess if I have to recommend anything, first like 2 hours of the donut tutorial, because he literally just goes through like how to move the camera, simple how to put things into the program, how to like shape them, sort of. But he doesn't touch on like like sculpting that much at all. You do it for the icing, but that's about it, like a tiny bit. And then I literally just watched 10 minutes of a sculpting tutorial where he went over like how to do brushes or how the brushes work, also how to reverse brushes, like if a brush adds on to the material, you can press control to like make it go do the opposite of what it does. And then also mirror mode and like the remeshing thing, and that's it. Like that's all you need, and then you just go for it. It's gonna be shit. I mean, But it's fun. It's fun. Just embrace it being shit, and you'll have fun. Yeah, I did work on it a little more yesterday after the stream. It was like 6 a.m. I went to sleep at like 7 a.m. I just kept working at it. I took a bit of a break, just laid on the bed because my ass hurt. I literally, I mean, I sat for 6 hours straight. Was it, or no, 5 hours straight. I streamed for 5 hours straight just sculpting. So my ass was just flat. So I had to sleep on the bed a little. And then I continued after my ass finally like reshaped itself. And I worked until like 6 a.m. just toiling away at a little bit. And we only have a few things left to do. The spear and and the shield. I guess that's pretty much it. Do you like bone marrow? Like to eat it? I I don't think I've ever had bone marrow to eat. Like actually from the bone. I feel like I've had glimpses of it with, broths and that sort of thing. But the true bone marrow experience, I've not had that. So, and I'm curious. I'd love to try it. I just don't know where I'd, I don't think that's much of a thing here. I think it isn't. We eat like chicken feet and stuff like that. I like chicken feet, but that's like cartilage. I don't think that's the same as the inside of a bone. Bone marrow is very good. I mean, knowing that bone broth is good, I bet it is. It's the birthplace of bone broth. Yeah, let's get right into it, I guess. Um, so I haven't touched it today, so I need to warm up a little. Um, so let's work on something easy. I think I don't like these are a little not in the right place. I'll just shift these around a little as a start. Oh, also, I made new ears. Last stream, I ended the stream by not really being so happy about the ears. And I think a main reason for that is just I was fiddling around with them so much, I just fucked them up completely. And also, they didn't look that much like cow ears. So I looked up some references of like cow statue ears specifically, not actual ears. And they sort of simplify them into this shape. So I separated them out as their own separate thing, and I just deleted the original ears. And that really helped. Just a new blank slate, and I could like do it a lot cleaner. And I like these a lot more now. And I think having them be, they're a bit big. They're definitely a bit big and a bit goofy, but I think that's great. Especially they're gonna be this small. Like, look at this scale, that makes sense. If you zoom in like this, it's like, oh, fucking Dumbo. But if it's this small on the table, those ears make sense. You know, for that scale, those ears make sense. Could a Monza beat Stoic or Jago? I don't know, man. Like, I'll bet on a Monza on that case. But like, I think you gotta ask him, for his input on that. I'm confident in his ability, but I don't know if he's confident in his ability. Okay, and this guy's gotta turn a bit. Made it to another stream. Let's go. I feel like adding a few cracks could make it look a bit more like statue. Oh yeah. Of course, of course. This is just like the cracks and that sort of stuff. I'm totally adding that. Don't worry. This is literally just it's best to finish the whole thing first and then add like the texture and the grit and the cracks and that sort of stuff. Because then I can what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this whole thing and then merge it together so it's just one shape. And then it's going to be a lot easier to just run big cracks along the whole shape, and like texture it all over and make it nice and rough. Break a horn off, maybe have some different. I don't know if I'm going to bother to do this, but I could have like different versions of it where it's like a clean one and then just one that's completely broken, and then a middle one. So the completely broken one will have like a piece of the wing literally just broken off and a piece of the horn missing, so you can have some variety with them. Yeah, unpopular opinion. Wow, trolls looks like ripped elves with big elephant trunks. Trolls look like big elves with elephant trunks. I don't think it's an unpopular opinion. It's a weird opinion to have that, I think. Not that I'm against it. It's just that the more um the more you have to add to the explanation, the less it's like the original thing you're comparing it to. Because I could also just say trolls are buff humans, or ripped humans with elephant trunks. Because like their face proportions are very troll-like. You know, the big brows, like more like muzzle shaped, like under jaws and tusks as well. So you sort of have to also say that they have tusks, that they have like more brutish facial proportions or barbaric face proportions as well. So it's less and less like an elf. Elves are supposed to be like elegant and pretty, right? Or what kind of orcs? I guess that depends on what trolls you're referring to, because there are a large spectrum of trolls that exist. I low key forgot what purpose he's even modeling it for. I put it in the title this stream, hopefully to alleviate the confusion a little bit. I see what you mean, but I always gas station meth. What? I see what you mean, but I always thought of them as gas station meth addicts. The race. Where do you get that description of trolls from? I guess I sort of think of trolls more as the original folklore troll type with the really long hair, big heads and like big old noses. I like that version a lot more than the more Warcraft styled trolls where they're just kind of like a bigger, buffer orc. I guess that's how I describe them. Bigger, buffer orcs with like longer limbs. You know, I like those less. I like the more fey sort of um chilling in the forest kind of type. What kind of government does Ram have? No idea. I have no idea. I sort of have like rough outlines of what they would be governed like, but not like in depth. I'm not educated enough in that stuff to give like a proper interesting take. Okay, what to do? What to do? Let's start the tip of the spear first, and then we can finish off the wings. I want to just like clean up this design here a little, make it sharper. But besides that, the wings are pretty much done. So let's bring in the reference. Hide this. Hide that. Why can't I see through it? Did I do something to make it see through like that? It's weird. Yeah, whatever. I'll just separate it out again. Because we're gonna make the tip of that spear. And how we're gonna do that is, well, I'll probably just shift right click. Can I do that to faces? No, it just doesn't want to. Nope. Damn it. That's good enough. Oh, that didn't. No, I don't know how that works. But yeah. Anyway, Shift A. I guess we can start with a plane. that straight. Just move it here. Scale it down. Rotate it a little. Actually, no, the spear that I made in the thing is straight, so I actually am gonna rotate this instead. Okay, there you go. Edit mode. Whoops, what did I click? That. Let's. Edit mode. Bang, bang, E. I guess I can. I'll add a few. How do I go about this? I guess I can stop there, and then... Oops. G. Oh. Isn't it G? Oh, my zone of influence is just gigantic. Whoops. Okay, I think I should stop there. And how do I add another vertice? I forgot about that. Hold on, I'm just gonna search it up real quick so you guys don't have to bother explaining it to me. How to add new vertices in Blend. Holy shit, the background music of this video is awful. Jesus Christ. He's listening to funk in the background, but it's like through speakers, so it's reverberating in the, okay, so it's subdivide. There you go. Good to know. Thank you very much. Then I can just E. Whoa. Oh. Well. No, this is the right way. I was gonna say I can just stretch it out once, but I'd rather have like more sections to work with. Okay, there you go. And then I can select bottom half here. Just rotate it. It's too rotated. There you go. And then I can that. Base, fill, and dup, E. There you go. Hold on. And then I can do like a proper side view. Here. And then there. There you go. That's Would have joined ages ago. Yeah, there's a Discord. Does a Monza have Toon Force? Why would I know this stuff, huh? I don't, I don't know anything. Okay, and then I guess I can literally just add modifier and then solidify, right? Yeah. Is that wonky? Is that wonky? Oh, why is that wonky? I messed that up. The 1 point that's... hold on. Let's just remove these and do those again without... I would like to select them, yes. Let's delete those. Delete vertices. Yep. These are all straight, right? Straight enough. I can't tell. Okay. This view. There you go. Now it's not going to be off. E. 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 There you go. Okay, now solidify. Solidify. Thickness. Thick as fuck. It's still wonky. I fucked it up like a few thingies ago. Oh, it's such a tiny mistake though. Nobody's gonna notice. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. It's supposed to be like a spear for a gargoyle. They probably didn't like manufacture it properly or something. They messed it up. It's not my fault. Okay, is that how big we want it? We definitely want it closer to the shield, but just like compared to the... I think we definitely want it like bigger. Because, you know, miniature, again, it's a miniature. It's going to be tiny. Okay, yeah. And I think I'm going to keep it that thick. And then we can just bevel it down. Press everything? Hold on. We press something. Again. Okay, edit mode. Everything. S. Then X. Then 0. Oh! It did fix it. Whoops. Hold on. S. X. 0. Holy shit. You're a magician. It did fix it. Okay, nice. And then we want... Actually, I think I'm just gonna steal his bracelet. And then, like, we need a half circle. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oops. Can't see. I'm gonna yoink this. Probably fine. Close enough. Okay, and then just a half circle, which I already have here. Repurposing. Uh, uh, yes. That's straight. Yep. Okay, and then just scale. Cool. Needs to be bigger. There you go. I probably need some sort of 50 buffer in between. Oops, oops. Yeah, something like that. And then I want to scale this a little down like that too. There you go. What? It might come out bent. I mean, no. When I'm printing it, obviously it's not gonna bend. It's just that I'm worried it's gonna snap. Cause I obviously it's quite thin. I'm trying to picture how thick this thing's gonna be. But yeah, we might want to shrink all these just a tad. And then also we shorten this. Well, hold on. Let's see how far along we want to. Like that far? The less it sticks out, the better. I think that's good, right? But that far is fine. Okay, and then we can do alt that, and then we do was it alt E extrude manifold? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I'm just that guy. I just remember shit, you know, casually. Okay, and then we want to bevel this edge. I gotta solidify it first. Cool. God. I just select the other fucking. There you go. Oh! Select! For the love of God. Select faces then. Yes. Not you. Fuck! Keep misclicking. I could do the whole row. I don't know why I'm clicking each one individually. There. Okay, then. Control B. Bevel. Ooh! I don't want to make it, like, insanely sharp, obviously. We might not even want that. Bevel width? Profile shape. That means segments. Oh. Okay, hold on. I think first thing that I should do is actually do this part manually. So I just do that. Why can't I just... Is it because I need to press shift? Yes. There you go. Can I just... No, I can't. Okay. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna select half of them, rotate them. This is gonna be goofy for a sec. And guess what? I'm gonna be so good. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna eyeball it. Just gonna do the other side. Just fucking guess. No, I can't do it that way. I can't do it that way. I need to. Okay, just hold on, hold on. I'm gonna do one side, then I'm gonna delete the other, and then merge them together. S and shift, then Y on what? Alt then shift it? For what? I don't know what those things mean, man. Shift and hold on. Okay, okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's try that. Shift. Okay, shift. Then 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 S, then Y. No. Is it then X? No. Is it? No, it is X. It's hold on. Yeah, yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on. It's correct. It's just that I need to do it this instead. Um, this and then this, right? S, and then Y. No, X. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, but this isn't one. That's not. Um, inverted square, linear. I think it's supposed. It should be linear. Y. No, X. There you go. Yeah. God damn. And this too. Yikes. Do I want this on X too? Oh yeah, for sure. There you go. Holy shit. So fucking good. Then do I still want a bevel? Like a small one. I don't think. Do I want a bevel? Let's try it first, see what it looks like. Guess I'm gonna have one here. That is fucking hideous. Oh, I accidentally. God. Oh my god. There you go. No, I'm gonna have to select all of these. Can't see that one. Uh, 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 There you go. Maybe not these ones either. Okay, Control B. How can I make it longer? Wide? Depth. I think I need to do it in segments. Or you know what? I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna be fucking lazy, and I'm gonna just go into sculpt mode, Control R, and just fucking do it myself. Not X, Y, Z. Yes. Oh, I need to. Form geometry, then into sculpt mode. Control R. My God, I need to up the topology for that. Control R. There you go. Ew. That is a crusty point right there, but it's perfect. Okay, and then what can I do? I guess I can do just grab and just pinch the two sides together. Or no, I can just pull this up. No, I can't. Plateau? Yeah, plateau. Sort of. I'm just messing around a little, trying to see what works and what doesn't. I actually like the plateau there, because it ups the thickness of this. Definitely want this thicker. Fix that. Doesn't just explode. Honestly, does it have to have a bevel? I don't think it does. And just do that. There you go. Done. That's it. If I make it any thinner, it's gonna explode. Yeah, if I make it any thinner, it's gonna explode. That's perfect. That works. Works perfectly fine. Let's do this guy. Formed. Geometry, and then increase that. Yes. Axis. And then we lay axis. That's it. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Do I need any texture on the handle? Do we need texture on the handle? I think the only thing I should do is literally just go into sculpt mode, and then just like crunchify the thing if I can. Oh, it's close. Does the for 3D models? No, it doesn't matter at all. Oh, sorry. For 3D printing, it doesn't matter that much, or at all. But for like rigging, for animating, for literally anything else you could do with a model, it matters. But specifically for the purpose that I'm making them for, it doesn't matter, which is great. You know, I basically skipped a bunch of the learning and tedium because the reason I'm using it makes it gives me like a free pass pretty much. Yeah. Okay. What next? Uh, spear's done. Done. The wings, I guess. Yeah, the wings. Touch them up a little. I think they need much. Can't see any of that in there. It's not good. Do I want like the line inside the feathers? Oh, I guess I'd want to come out instead, huh? How would those... I don't think those look good. I think it's just they're really blocky and square, and I really like that about them. Like adding any more to that sort of defeats the point. What do you think? Yeah, I don't think the wings need any more. The more I touch them, the more it's gonna just not be good. I like how they do look just like they're made out of like big slabs of rock and just carve fucking fat like feather shapes into them. Like some sandstone type deal. Yeah, okay. Only thing I might want to change is like you see this sort of like upturn that happens on their side profile. I might want to just like bash them down. Um, so just force them to be a little more flat. Uh, but I'm gonna try to make it not destructive. Can I do that? Hold on. I think the pose one might be the right tool for this. Whoops, whoops. Pose, pose. Lost it. Oh. F bigger. Oh yeah. No, that's the one I needed. But I don't want to affect the underside of the wing here. Gotta mask that tab. I don't want to touch any of this down here. Fine. Good. That. And the pose brush. F. really big. That's fucking perfect. There you go. That fixed it. Just put the just gave him a little bit of a chiropractor appointment. Yeah. Okay. I just had to check if it did look right. Yeah. Let's do that again. There you go. Yeah. Awesome. On top, it's still. Yeah. Okay. Let's see that on the model. I think I pulled it down a little too much, actually. Hmm. The tilt adds energy to it. Yeah, you're kind of right. You could just rotate the wing. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, the more I look at it, I guess the tilt does sort of work. Yeah, I don't think rotating the wings would work. I like them in the position that they're in. Yeah, I'm just not gonna fuck with them. I'm not gonna mess with them. They're fine. Wings are fine. Last thing is the shield. This thing. Just needs a few tweaks. I think I'm happy with the overall idea. Um, I just need to grab because look, the sides of this upper portion aren't as far out as the bottom portion. I just need to fix that a little. Yeah, literally just that. Make it flush. And then also like the spear clips through a portion of the wing here, so I could just sort of pull that up a tiny bit, make it look more correct. Pull this part down. Like that, just open that hole a little wider. There you go. That looks a lot more right. And then I think I just want to give it a few more things, because then these like little notches here can be a little less crusty. And I might want to deepen these even. Yeah, I think I'm going to deepen them even more. Just relax the vertices a tiny bit where it's like really jagged. Don't like how How big are you printing this, since it's so detailed? It's just gonna be a miniature sized. It's not really that detailed. What do you mean? I don't think it's that detailed. A lot of the detail just comes from the um, duplicate pieces, like this tuft, piece and like the ends of the hair. But like scale wise, I don't think it's that detailed, is it? It's gonna be the size of the miniature, like 3 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters tall. Guessing with the wings, like if I want this to be the size of a miniature, I think plus the wings, it's gonna be like 3 centimeters tall in total. And that'll probably be the right size. Yeah, it's not gonna be that big. Okay. I want to see if I can sharpen up the edge of where these like fingers get into the groove. I think the best way I can do that is literally to just use the grab tool. Just pull these up. Yeah, it just sharpens that line. That's all I need. There you go. Just the tiniest bit. Probably do that like smooth edge. Yeah, I like that. Sorry, I'm quiet right now. Enjoying myself. Okay. You've probably been asked this already, but is this meant to be a statue or an actual character? It's a gargoyle, so it's pretty much both. Um, it gives me. I thought about making a gargoyle because it gives me an excuse to sort of make it more complex than the witch tier that was the first model, but still give myself that leeway of it being rough and made of stone. So I can learn about like posing or like making more complicated models, but still have that uh like excuse, I guess, um, that I can keep the model quite rough and embrace that sort of nature because of the fact that it's a statue. You know, if I tried to make something out of flesh and skin, I'd definitely struggle still. So I think it's a good idea to take it slow. After this, I might want to tackle something organic for sure. I don't know what I'd do after this, actually. I was thinking about doing the crawling bishop after this. That was one idea, but that's going to be, that's made of metal, and it's going to be sort of the same routine as this, pretty much. Uh, so I'll still think about it. Okay, what's the sticking out too much? No, none is sticking out too much. There you go. I think that's about right. I don't think I need to add any more to the eye. The eye and that, I want to keep it nice and big and like clear, so adding more like ridges or anything isn't going to help with that. So yeah, keeping it just a very simple, clear design, I think is going to be fine. At that scale, flesh and stone look almost identical. I guess so, yeah. Oh, you know what would be fun? I think a soldier after this might be fun, because then I can tackle cloth. I'm really interested how I would be able to make cloth in this. There's like all these cloth brushes, but again, they're at like a different scale. They're at a realistic scale. Now it's really interesting to use them because like look at this. That's like really funky. But all of this is like tiny, tiny uh details. So I feel like I'd have to sort of more hand sculpt cloth folds and stuff like that to make them scale appropriate. And that might be really fun. I think that would be really fun. So yeah, I think besides that, we're pretty much done, right? Is there anything else that I need to add? I think I want to clean up this inside section a little bit, but I mean none of that's gonna be seen. And then also I need to cut off the bottom because these hooves go underground and this part needs to be cut off, and those need to be level with the shield. So I need to make sure that everything's flat. But besides that, you could do the blown cloth physics. No, no, because again, it's like realistic cloth doesn't translate well at that small scale. I don't think it definitely needs to be like a different, a different thing. You know, like you sort of need to geometry. Like I think you sort of need to sculpt it yourself. It's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, you sort of need to sculpt it yourself, because the folds need to be a lot bigger. I know, I'm just kidding. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's clean up this inside section a little bit. Make sure that there's no like gaps or anything like that. Um, just looking around a bit to make sure that there are no gaps. I made the ear flush to the hair, so again, there's like it's more of a solid one shape. There's nothing behind the teeth, like a dentist. That's kind of a precarious little nook there. Guess I could fill that in a little. Kind of annoying that you'd have to. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's fill that in. Cool. None of this will be visible. Gotta check that the other side doesn't make it weird. I don't want to fill in too much either. Like I think I need to keep a bit of a balance because if I fill in too much, it's not that it's gonna ruin the aesthetic. It's more that I don't want to waste too much resin. If it's just gonna be one giant chunk, uh, it makes it more stable. But I don't want to like waste too much resin on just things that are like really inside here and hidden. Yeah, I think that's about it. All of that doesn't really matter. This, I guess, this up a little. And then nobody's gonna fucking see this. Okay, what about back here? Are we done with this back here? Like this spine section? I was thinking about adding more like sinew and stuff like that to it, but I don't know. You could just add that yourself if you want. Like, I'm thinking in the painting process, just like drape some string or something like that over that instead of me doing it myself. Because then you can get a lot more like texture out of it. I think just leaving it at that and then just letting people add gore to their own heart's content, I think makes a lot more sense to me. I think I want to move this more out of the way. Yeah, I don't think I need to add more detail in the spine. What do you think? About the spine. Do you think I should add more to that or no? Because I'm thinking keep it simple. It's gonna be small. It's enough detail to work with, and you can add blood and gore and whatever you like. Fine, looks good. Yeah. I'm more thinking about like the ribs here on the side because it's not really clear that they're ribs. They kind of look meaty and plump, which I like. It's kind of like a weird in between. So you can interpret it as like thick bones or fleshy whatever. It's up to you what you want to think it as. I think keeping it a little ambiguous is completely fine in that case. Gonna make the portrait rim around them nicer, I guess. And then we're gonna add cracks to this because it's like the back is broken open. It's not supposed to be open. I'm thinking, like sort of like a lot of cracks will be around here and around there. Okay, and the tail's fine too. I really don't care about the detail here because it's tiny. Like no any more detail than that's just gonna make it blurry. Uh, None of that's gonna get seen. Guess lastly, what I can push this out of the way a little. Okay, now if that's everything done, I guess last thing left is to duplicate this, uh, then cut the bottom off, and then merge all of them together, or merge all of them together, then cut the bottom off, uh, and then see about adding cracks and those kinds of details. And this time I have to make sure that the cracks are like properly sized for for the scale of this. Yeah, am I happy with the face? I'm happy with the face. Happy with the eyes, teeth, yes. The shield, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if I do any more, it's basically just nitpicking, so I don't think I can just leave it at this and instead of spending like more hours on it, I'd rather just have it be done and then make the next model get better that way instead of just trying to perfect this one thing forever. So yeah, let's do that. Is this the place? Yeah, that was the backup shield. I can do that. And I can also clean up this fucking work area. That's for sure. Get this out of here. This. Shoe. That. Alt H. I can leave these. Just move them out of the way, though. The fuck is... What the fuck is that? Just removed a tonsil. Is the tusk connected to that thing? No way. Did I accident? Oh yeah, it is. Whoops. The tusk's supposed to be connected to the head. There you go. Jeez. Just accidentally removed one of his teeth. Okay, there you go. Now I can select literally everything. The origin points are a little messy, but it's fine. That's all of this. So it's all here, right? Nothing else? No excess things? Yeah, okay, cool. Then I can literally just duplicate this. Oh, hold on. Let's save first in case this explodes my computer, because these next few things are going to be very heavy. So yeah, just duplicate collection. Now I have bull 2. So I can hide bull 1. Select all of that. Move it to the side a bit. Bull 1's still here. Good. Okay, now I can apply all the mirrors as well. Apply that. Apply that. Apply that. Apply. Fuck is that curve? Oh, right. Apply. And wings. Apply. That's everything? Yes. Good. Let's remove, or let's move this to the side. Select all of that. And good. Good. Fine. Everything? Yes. We join. Why can't I join? Is it because it's in a fucking group? How to delete hierarchy? Nope. Ungroup? How do I delete group? Dissolve group? Unlink? Nope. How do I guess I can just select everything inside this and pull it out of this? Or what the fuck? That guy's still fine, right? How do I unmake a group? I don't know how to unmake a group. Hold on, I gotta pull up the chat. Probably already telling me. Control J. Oh. What? Oh, you mean like if I select all this and then just Control J. There you go. So this is the whole thing. Yes, okay. Cool. I still need to fix that. So we can apply all transformation. Don't forget to set origin to geometry just in case. Then we go into edit mode. And then was it, if I select everything with A and it doesn't explode my computer, I just hit Shift N. Was it Control N? Yes, it was Control N. How about now? There you go. It didn't explode. Let's go. Okay, and now what we can do is we can move this over. And then I'm gonna lock. Where's scale? There. I'm gonna lock the z-axis of this, and then just scale it really fat and wide. Like that. And then we can use that to cut the bottom of the mini clean. Just making sure that like everything's fine. Yeah, okay. Let's see if this is gonna explode my computer. I'm gonna try to save again. Should I apply a remesh first, or cut Boolean now? I think I should do a remesh first. Save before you do, yeah. I think I have to remesh it first. The fuck is going on there? Your masks? Okay. Let's see. What scale do we remesh this at? Ew. That fuckified a lot of things. Definitely need to go lower. Hold on. How can I see the stats? I want to make sure how many thingies this has. Options. Statistics. There you go. Thank you very much. It has 90 billion gazillion whatever vertices. We have to go lower. Control R. See you on the other side. Oh, oh, 1,500,000. That's not bad at all, actually. It looks fine. Looks fine. Got a bit of crunch here around the eyes, but I don't care. That's perfectly fine. 1,500,000? Yeah, sure. I think that's fine. That works for me. Okay, now I can modify Boolean difference intersect, I guess. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we still live? Oh, that's why it lagged so much. I accidentally did it in the opposite way. I gotta press Control Z. Hold on, I'm gonna save again. Okay, Control Z. Oh, that's fine. Okay, that was fine. I think it was difference. Survive, please. Don't go boom. Don't explode on me. Come on. Thank you. Oh, fuck. Where? No! It's the other way around. Is it the other way around? So do I have to do this? And then add a Boolean to this? Uh, Boolean. Explode my fucking bull. Boolean, explode my balls. Explode my balls. What the fuck? No, I'm just curious. Hold on. I'm gonna control Z all of this. I'm just gonna do it with normal shapes so I do it right. Give me a sec. I just gotta remind myself. No, that's a fucking plane. Uh, no, that's a circle. I misclicked twice. There you go. That, yeah. And then yeah, okay, cool. Yes. So if I do that, then generate Boolean, right? Difference. Click. Okay, good. Yeah, so it is that. And then I just apply it and move this out of the way, then it's gone. Okay, good, good. I am doing it right. So yeah, I do this, add modifier, generate Boolean, difference, object, that, and then it explodes, which is understandable. Would recommend not doing it this way. Okay, so the issue is my model just fucking disappears. What way would you recommend? Is there a different way to like flatten the bottom of the model all to a plane? I think I forgot to apply all of those things. So it's basically like an invisible giant cube, maybe? Anywhere soon, amazing stuff. What? No, I'm not selling them. They're literally on the fucking they're on a drive. I put them in a drive. They're in the description below. You can just get them. I'm not selling them. This one also. I'm just gonna put them on the drive so you can just print them if you want. They're not on like Patreon or anything. Yeah, it just disappears my it just disappears it. Scale them to 0. Okay, I can try that, sure. So if I do that, edit mode, which already is almost exploding my computer, like that, I can do X-ray. Uh, and then like go to this view. Oh, I forgot to press shift. I forgot to press control. I keep mixing them up. For some reason, it's control instead of shift. Nope, still no. What? Fucking select my... Hello? Shift. It is shift! Motherfucker. Just bamboozling me. Okay, shift. Uh. There you go. Okay. From faces to... Oh, whoops. You need to switch to faces and not edges. Oh, is it a faces thing? There. Okay, what now? I've selected all the things at the bottom. Faces, specifically. Oh. So you'd oh, sorry, I missed it. I missed it. Uh, S. I should not have pressed S. Oh no. Goodbye, cruel world. The S is what did it. Yet your model's too powerful. I suppose it is. It is too powerful. I guess that's a good lesson, though. In the future, it'd be a lot better if I. Oh, there you go. Uh, Z and 0. Click. Ah! It did the thing! It did the thing! Oh no, I have X-ray mode on. Okay, there you go. Let me see the bottom of this boy. The beautiful bottom of this boy. Oh my god, he's flat. Look at how beautiful. He's flat at the bottom. You could actually put him on a table and he's gonna be fine. Okay, I'm also seeing that there's a bit of a fuck up here. Yeah, okay, let's go into sculpt mode, I guess, and fix that up. Kill that. Good enough. Fixed it. Okay. Now, I guess I'm gonna go around and, like, fix these little red dots a little. Wherever I see them, I'm just gonna smooth it out. Also, I can definitely, like, fill a fair bit of these, like, little gaps, like, that are just not needed. Like this whole shit in here. What the fuck? Fill that shit. Hold on. There's a brush for that. But don't open my hole back up. Yeah, close that. Thank you. God, there's like gazillion topologies inside that little fucking nook right there. It just doesn't want to close. Close my fucking hole. Go away. I guess hold on. If I do this, like if I just plug them up like that and then just control R again and watch my computer explode once more, uh would that just close the holes? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Yeah, I can do that. Good. Let's just make sure that's all nice and plugged up. Guess I can a little bit of that. Nothing there. There. Make a stupid gap here. Ah, ha ha ha! You can't hide from me. Close that up. When I retopologize it, it's gonna fix it. I don't think these little holes are gonna mess up the whole print, but it's just nice to know that it's cleaner. What the? Yeah, like this is a complete mess. I can basically just plug up this entire section. Get away from it. Fucking let go. There's a stupid, like, connection between that and that. I hate that. No one's gonna see it. I mean, look how tiny that is. Nobody's gonna fucking see that. It's just very annoying to think about it. Wait, why is that? Did I do that? Why is that ring just sort of crunched? Come out. The hell? I'll just fill this gap. Bubbles. Go away. There you go. That's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. Wait, it did. What the? Hold on. The more I look at it, what did the fucking rescaling do? It did some funky shit in some areas, huh? I'm just realizing this is like a little, all of this is a little off. Look at that under the what the fuck? Where did that go? Why is that like that? Give me there. Yeah, what the hell? Why did it do that? It's not hard to fix, but still. I'm worried that it like did something like that in a few places and I'm just, I just can't tell yet. Hello, Sky Hornet. How's it going? Pull the eyelid up a bit. How's it going, Sky Hornet? There you go. Um, sharpen up some of these lines. Making sure nothing's like incredibly messed up. Don't think anywhere else got affected like that. Yeah, like in the back. It looks like everything in the back is proportioned fine. Something just happened in front here and just punched his face up. Pretty magical women as I watch this. Oh, nice. It looks very ritualistic. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's fine now. That's fine now. Is there anything else that's fucked? I think there is. Okay, good. Let's remove this. This is uh PC was about to. Oh yeah, I did have proportional editing on. Whoops, that probably did mess up a few things. But it looks fine enough. I think nothing got messed up that badly. The hands here are a little flatter, but that's fine as well. Definitely want to pull these fingers up a little. Yeah. Oh, and that's why the rings here on the legs are also like really wobbly and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm seeing it now. No, 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 no. We're doing it again. Sorry, but we're doing it again. That messed up way too many things. Like it's slight details, but I can tell now. God damn it. Okay, well that sucks. Guess I'm gonna just yeah, I can't reverse all of it, so I'm just gonna delete this whole thing. Starting over, boys. No, no. Not all the way, but still. It's a shame. Okay, so we duplicate collection. Bool 3. Hide this. Da, da. Uh. G. Put over. Uh. Then we merge everything again. Apply. 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 There you go. That's everything. And we select the whole thing. Control J. Go. And we apply all transformations at edit mode. Select all of it. Shift N. Yes. Object mode, that fixes the horns. Oh my god. So fucking annoying. Control Z. Yes, thank you. The platform's still there. Go the fuck away. There you go. Okay, now select all of it. And now we Control J. Shift J. Control J. Active object is not selected, is not a selected mesh. Are you... Control J. Active object is not a selected mesh. What's different? I moved this guy over here. Don't tell me I accidentally, like... Oh. No, no. They're all things, yeah. That. Okay. Control J. Select one of them. Hello? Thank you. That's it? That's all I needed to do? The fuck was the difference? Why does there have to be a orange one? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, set. Origin, no. So let's apply all transformations. Yes, set origin to geometry. Yes, put it into this mode. Let's select everything. Let's shift N. Okay, cool. Back to object mode. Okay, now we're back. We're back to we're back to this part. Now we can go into edit mode. Yes, I did have this on, which almost exploded everything. And also, I'm not going to retopologize it and then crunch it down. I'm going to crunch it down first, then retopologize it. That's the lesson. So, that... this... and then just select... How much of the bottom? That much. Okay, now S doesn't explode. Cool. Z doesn't explode. Cool. 0 doesn't explode. Click. Bang. Easy. Nice and clean. There you go. So much better. Okay, now it looks right. Okay, I can tell. Oh my god, I almost fucked it so hard. Now I can see like how the proportions didn't get messed up. And yeah, that got crunched down bad. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Now let's save so I don't fuck anything up. Let's go into sculpt mode and let's retopologize it so that it has about 1,500,000. This is not that bad. 1,400,000. Okay, cool. Oh, hold on. Before I do that, I guess I forgot that it has like some random masks on it, so it didn't remask. So clear masks. Yes, yes. A little, a little, a little. $1,800,000. Yeah, you know, potato, potato, whatever. 1,800,000 or whatever. Doesn't matter. Okay, there you go. Now we're back. We have a model that actually doesn't look shit, but we have a few things that we need to fix still, like this gap and what we did last time. Yeah, let's do that. First of all, let's get rid of this lump. Go. That. Then we have the little gap here. I can just use this. Close. Will that mess it up? Like I need to use this instead. Oops. Okay, if I retopologize that, is that gonna... Mostly. Okay, yeah. That does fix it nice and clean. Okay, good. This little bit here. And then this nightmare here. They're playing, they're fucking dancing tango. Hold on, I think it's front face only. Yeah, that helps. It's so annoying. Where's this? There. Close. Close. Yeah, it doesn't matter that it's red. It's gonna be fine. Okay, down here. Close this shit. Thank you. What did I accidentally just press? F? F lagged it? Oh, I accident. Did I press retopologize? What? When? Okay. None of this down here is a problem. a little bit here, I guess. Close this up a little. There. This as well. Okay. All of this is fine. Fine. Here. Nook. Okay. Retopologize. Hopefully for the last time. Okay, cool. That's closed. Here's still a little red. There you go. That smoothed it out a ton. There's perfect fine too. Wait, when did I have mirror mode on? That probably fucked some it did nothing, maybe, probably, hopefully. I don't care anymore. It's gonna fuck up such minuscule things. It'll be fine. I don't know when mirror mode got turned on. Probably did nothing. Also, fun fact, you don't need to remesh the whole model if you just merge everything enough for what? I guess. Yeah, good point. I'm just stingy with this stuff then, I guess. I'm just doing it for my own sanity then, just to fix it up a little. Okay, there you go. That's enough fixing up. Next thing, last thing, is adding the cracks, the breaks, all of those, like, stone details. Okay, nice thing is, I can actually now finally just... Okay, I'll call it full bull. Full bull. This thing's the full bull. And now whenever I need another one, I can literally just make a new one. So I will never, lose it. There. I just make another one. There. Done. The whole Control J thing you did earlier? No, no, no. I get that. Somebody already told me that in, like, the first model I did, where I did have, like, some separate components. The issue is, it should be fine, but my slicer, like Chitu box or whatever it's called, it doesn't get it, right? So there aren't any gaps, but between the parts where they intersect, it thinks there's a tiny air gap in between those components. So it thought there were air pockets which would trap resin. There aren't any, but it thought there were, so I couldn't actually print it. So I did have to, like, merge everything together to make it work, and that removed those, like, intersections. So I wished it should actually work, but for me it just didn't. So I had to do I have to do this just to make sure. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It should be fine. I know. Like, I read everywhere and it said it should be fine, but it just wasn't. In my case, it just wasn't, I guess. Okay, now we can add detail. Okay, so bigger cracks. A lot bigger cracks than I did last time. We have to remember that it's going to be tiny. So if we're going to add cracks, we better add some big fucking cracks. But how are we going to do that? Probably this brush, yeah, but I need it to be... Can I do less pinch? Yeah. Oh, Uzumaki style, just... Less pinch. Hardness. Hardness. How close the brush fall off starts. Edge of the brush. I don't know if this is the right brush to do it. This is what I used on the witch tier, but because I made them like really small, like this, I guess that works. Right? But are those big enough? Are those cracks big enough? I don't think they are. Or at least not deep enough. What if I up pinch? Okay, hold on. Let's see the difference. So, if I decrease pinch, that's what it does. If I up pinch, disgusting. So I I definitely should decrease pinch. What if I make pinch 0? Does it just push it in? Oh yeah. Okay, that's great then. Why does it ever do pinch then? Okay, so no pinch. Hardness. Yikes. Is it doing that because it has no pinch at all? About auto smooth. Oh, that's nice. That's sweet. Nice and gentle. If I do a bunch of auto smooth and hardness, yeah, no. It's close though, actually. If I up the hardness a bit, uh, and also like auto smooth a bit, it needs to be deeper, though. That's the issue. It sort of like punches it inwards, but not like a cone. So if I do this, and then I can, for example, no, not that brush, pinch. Yeah, I can pinch it to make the crack more thin. So yeah, maybe we go with this. Did it just reset everything? No. Excellent. Oh my... No! Why can't I aim my mouse properly? I accidentally pressed edit mode and it's gonna explode my fucking computer again. No, I want sculpt mode, thank you very much. Yes. You can increase the strength past 1. 2. Ouch. No. I think 1 is fine. Yeah, I think those cracks are fine. These. Let's just adjust it a little more. Do want some more autos. Hardness is fine. Okay, I think that's fine now. Now we just gotta... Like, if I just do that, I think that's way too... Goodness. That's, like, really harsh, though. Smaller. Just as an example, it's not gonna go that route. Yeah. Just, yeah, I'd say that's fine now. Yeah, yeah, that works. That definitely works, right? I like that. That size of crack. Not sure how well that's gonna show up. Um, but I think it's definitely bigger than what I did on the witch tier. I just gotta sort of decide where the fuck the cracks are gonna be. I do want one like running across the face, because well, it just adds more interesting shapes, doesn't it? Okay. And like here on the nose, I definitely want something to break up like shape. Might be a bit too small for a print. Yeah, that's the issue. Like I'm so hesitant to add too much, but I keep forgetting that it's gonna be really small. So like, look, like that's gonna be nothing. That's invisible at that scale. But like, if I do it any more, it really just fucks the silhouette up way too much as well. You know. So I guess it could be. I'll just try this level first, and then I can make another version if necessary. Yeah. So I still definitely need a bunch of practice to like learn uh how much texture I need to add for it to work at a particular scale. You know, I definitely don't know enough yet to like have an intuition for that. I think that crack is good, right? What? Make big cracks, breaking same of the round shapes like the eyes and muzzle. Yeah, yeah. I definitely like to break that sort of symmetry. Like anything that's too samey, definitely want to like uh break them. I think it's getting there. That's sort of like what I want. I'll just keep working away at it and see how it goes. For now, it's just cracks, by the way. I think I'm gonna add like corroded parts later as well. Like, sort of these smooth edges on the thumbs that get like knocked down over time. and that sort of stuff. Okay, and the horns for sure. I want some like big old cracks. How am I gonna tackle the? I'll leave like, or I'll leave breaking one of the horns entirely for like another version of it if I bother. So I don't want to like break the horn off fully. I want to add a fair amount of crackage. Okay, and the wings are gonna be like a really fun canvas to add some cracks to. For sure, the cracks would run along the length, like this whole part, the wing, gonna fall off or something. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's great. I like that. Wasn't the tier resin printed? Well, yeah, of course. I have a resin printer. Miniatures are normally more suited to be printed in resin, obviously. I mean, they're more geared towards full-on print quality. There you go. It's a lot nicer. I definitely want to like add these like pop marks as well. I'll add those later. So cracks first, then those like stone pop marks where there were pebbles in it or just like air bubbles and stuff like that. Okay, and on this wing, I think I'm gonna mess up this corner. And have it run along this edge more. This is fun. I like this. Just damaging the model after spending so much time working on it. This is really fun. At first I was worried, but now that I keep like I'm adding more and more cracks, I'm like, yeah, more. Break his face more. It's still too perfect. It looks too nice. Okay. Oh, the ears for sure. Gotta break an ear as well. Yeah. Get like a nice chunk out of that. And then the tip of this wing. Get some. Not this. I'm just think this is missing a little. These sections where it's supposed to be a lot broken are just a little too clean. This crack here, here, and runs along there. I messed that up. It's a little too fluid. More jagged. Yep, there you go. Obviously, the cracks would also propagate on those lines, because that's the weakest part of the stone. That's why I'm like running it along these like edges and stuff. It'll be fun to figure out how I can break sections off as well. I guess I can do the same thing I did to flatten the base, and just yeah. I really like what I did with the brush though. It's exactly what I want it to look like. Although the only thing I'm concerned about is again just the scale of it. I don't know how this is going to show up on model scale. I'm sure it's going to be very minuscule. Uh, but I hope at least it's going to show up a little better than what I did with the witch tier. It definitely feels a lot more extreme than what I did on the witch tier, so I hope it'll show up more. I'm not brave enough to do to make it any more deep than this, so we'll have to see. Okay, there. Oh, and I definitely want to break these. Get some like nice cracks on these little. Yeah, just fuck them up. These are gonna be really fun to weather. They're the highest part of it as well, so it'll get like rained on and stuff, so it'll be all corroded and shit. Yeah, look at that. I like that. I'm sort of picturing them being made out of like softer stones, so like weather and stuff definitely affects them more. They're not like marble or anything like that. They're for sure like a sandstone, something of that nature. A fun way to see how you'd realistically break would be to print it out and then toss it like a rock. I guess yeah, that would be a really fun way. My wallet would cry, but for my monkey brain, that would definitely be fun. Yeah, I mean, the issue with that is though that it breaks at scale, you know? So it would break like a small figure would. It wouldn't break like a large statue would. So you can sort of learn something from it. Like for sure, I can already see horns will break off, the spear and the tips of the wings. That's the first things to go, obviously. They're the furthest away and the thinnest parts. So I don't think I need to break something to figure that out. But yeah, it would be a fun excuse to be like, "Wow, it's for science. Let's just smash these fucking figures." Uh, but yeah, if somebody prints it large scale, they will show up. Well, yeah, of course. But the main idea is that it's going to be printed at miniature scale. So I hope to have it capture something at least at that scale. And also, I'm not gonna add any. There's gonna be a lot of cracks that originate from here, but they're not gonna be on it because obviously that's flesh or skin or whatever. So these parts around here are gonna be really cracked up to show that it's like this part broke in from an unnatural reason. Like this is a really good spot to have some like nice big cracks. You know, welcome to the Monster Garden where we talk cracks. We talk about crack. Okay, along these seams again. It would just. I think I'm making the cracks are getting smaller from when they started, so I'm gonna up the brush size a little, push it a little further. I'm being too shy with it again. Yeah, there you go. The legs are gonna also be like a really good candidate for cracks because it's a nice clean big surface. That'll show them very clearly. Yeah, I'll leave those for last then. Okay. And these like tufts are definitely a little too uniform. So I can add a bunch on them to like differentiate them from each other and make it look less like they're just copy pasted. Never mind. I couldn't help myself. I'm gonna do the leg cracks now. It was screaming at me. It was whispering in my ear like, "Come on, you wanna weather the you wanna weather me, don't you?" Okay. I guess I can sort of use this to also hint at how this thing moves. Because I haven't thought about that before. Like, oh, right, if it's gonna move, I mean, it has to have, like, sort of joints, right? And I didn't really think about what that would mean. But I'm guessing that would mean that there's a lot of cracks running along the joints of this thing. Probably. Maybe that's a little too extreme. I don't want to lose too much of the shape. I really like the shape of the ankle back here. So I'm going to be a little more gentle with that, probably. But I definitely want like a line running across here, parallel. There. Down that tendon. Oh boy, what's going on there? Yep. Then also along the knee. A lot would happen. Indeed, they are cracked up. Is that too much? I have to remember the scale again. I think I'm concerning myself too much. Gonna be fine. Too straight. Give me some input here. What do you think? Is it too much or good? Bit more variety? Yeah, good point. Bit more variety would be good. What I can do is I can... Wasn't it pinch? That was the one? Yeah. So I can, like, make some cracks thinner, like that. And leave some thicker. Yeah, I think that helps. Oh yeah, that helps so much. Look at that. I can, like, pinch the... Whoops. I can do that. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that in a few places then. Oh, that helps so much, variety-wise. Yeah, I'll finish all the cracks first. I think I need to do it in an order. I finish all the cracks first, and then I run with that tool over it again, and add variety for each of the cracks. I'm saying cracks way too many times. And on the hand, there's definitely... I can make them sort of look like veins, which is neat. I mean, I don't think he's or I don't think he's going to be opening his fist much. I think the spear is basically like just permanently grafted onto his hand. Actually, I don't think there's going to be that many. Yeah, like that's it. Mostly, I think they're going to be more on his shoulder. Because if he's doing like a billiard kind of thing, pushing the spear forward, that's where most of the cracks are going to appear. Yeah, the legs make sense that they're like really weathered because that's what he'd be moving the most. But the arm less so. Spear would most likely be broken more here. I think the spear should have like smaller ones to not like make it look like it's literally falling apart. Otherwise, it's not going to be that much of a weapon left for him to use. I do think the spear is also going to be made of stone. Probably some magic bullshit that allows it not to just crumble. I'll just add, like, texture to that later. Okay, last thing is, like, these here on the side. Hair. Definitely want to differentiate some curls. I'm gonna leave those alone. Break one that's up here. Then that. And this shoulder would actually be damaged less than the other shoulder. Because this one's not moving at all, pretty much. Just holding the shield. Some very minor damage. Oh, here on this leg. Okay. Now I use the pinch brush and go around and like add some variation uh to the size of the cracks. Okay. Now we can add this shenanigans. Hold on. I definitely think I should lower the hardness. Just the strength and yeah. Is it metal? Is it stone? Who fucking knows? It's a mystery material. Okay, and for sure, a lot of this is gonna happen anywhere where it's pointing at the sky. harsher. Is this gonna show up on the mini? For sure not. At this point, like, this is just for my own amusement. Like, none of this will show up, surely. It's a little... Jesus. It's so harsh. Down. There you go. Wait, actually, something else I might be able to use with this is... No, no. It's in this weird middle ground where it's too harsh and too soft at the same time. Yeah, I wanted to make it so one of its horns is broken, but I like the silhouette of the symmetrical horns. I might make another separate version just for the sake of, like, breaking off one of its horns. I'll have to see. Okay, I'm just gonna add, like, the little air pockets first, and then I'll see about, like, some different texture afterwards. This brush only fares well with adding this stuff. Definitely on the wings. Okay, any smaller texture than this, there's no point in adding, I think, because that's impossible. Nobody's gonna see that ever. I don't think there's a point. I'm gonna make the bottom of the shield a fair bit rougher than the top, though, because that just that makes sense when it's like scraping along the ground constantly. I'm guessing that it would erode faster than the rest. This is definitely not the brush to do that, though. What can I use? And try clay strips? No. I think I do have to use this brush just a little smaller, and then just... Hold on, is there a way that I can... If I remove accumulating... Yeah. If I remove accumulating, I can just, like, scrape away layers slowly instead. I can click it once and then, like, slowly make it deeper. So if I up the size... Right, that's not... Then lower the strength. And then up the hardness. Yeah, that is sort of what I want. So it like pulls it down to a set depth. And then I can go from there. So it sort of looks like erosion damage, perhaps. I'll tinker around with it a little. I'll figure out its quirks, but I think... And then I can make it smaller, harsher, and then like... It's sort of something. I don't know what it is, though. I think it does kind of work. Okay, is there a way to add scratches? Sort of. Need to make it even smaller, up the strength even harder. Then hardness up. Yeah. Barely any of this is going to show up anyway. This is a good brush size for little nicks as well. Yeah, because it can't go too deep. I should have used this earlier. This is me falling back into, like, doing detail that's way too small again. Like, none of this shows up. I'm just doing this for my own happiness, I guess. And it makes sense that there's, like, scratch marks here because of the spear, like, constantly going backwards and forwards, like, rubbing against the shield. Maybe it's getting a little too messed up or, like, too damaged, but I like it. Oh, like, definitely here on the tusks. Be a fun part to scratch up. What do we think? How the material works in that scale? It's a statue. If this statue is like a small trinket, no, it's not a small trinket. It's like human sized or bigger. But yeah, it's like a weird thing where it makes sense that the scratches would be this small, but on the other hand, it won't show up on the tiny scale because it's miniature size. So it's like this weird middle ground that I need to learn about, of like how much is too much for realism, but also for a small scale. It's gonna be trinket sized, but it's not supposed to be trinket size. It's not really trinket size. It's just that small on the table, you know? Okay, I think that's enough. I'm still clicking. I haven't stopped clicking. I think that's enough. That is enough. And enough. And it's enough. And we're done. Okay, that's enough. And we're done. Well, let's wrap it up, boys. We're finished. And we're done. And we're done. Just gonna keep going. I can't stop. I can't stop. Help me. My program will have to crash to stop me. I'm addicted to weathering. Fuck. Okay, there we go. That's enough. I think it still holds its shape enough. Like, I didn't do any too egregious cracks. Do I have to retopologize it? You missed a spot? Oh no. I better go back in. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of like little tiny red dots everywhere where like things are clipping into each other, but I think it's gonna be fine. I don't think any of those actually are substantial enough at the scale. Like, nothing's gonna happen there. Surely. Like, this, look, there's a red dot right there. There. Somewhere here is a tiny red dot. But surely that's, look, that one. There's one. Right there. You see it? Oh no, that's gonna break the whole fucking print. That's gonna break the whole print. Oh, it's gone now. So I think we'll be fine. I'll just click for the sake of it. Yeah, it literally got rid of none of the fucking dots. I'll just remove some of the more obvious ones, I guess. Can't do much besides that. Looking. Say red if you see a red dot on your screen so I know where it is. Please don't. Okay, let's see it compared to the original, I guess. How much that did. Holy shit. My boy got fucked up. My boy got fucked up. Jesus, he got ganked in an alleyway. Holy shit. I definitely added some weathering, that's for damn sure. And you know what? I think I still made it too small. I don't think okay, the amount isn't the problem. I could have done less, but just made the cracks bigger and would have served the same purpose. This is too many cracks. If I press render, it's gonna explode my computer. Oh. Hold on. Let me I just want to see them in case. There. Click there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Yeah. I think the cracks also seemed very extreme because all of them have an edge. Like, if we look at it in this mode, you can see every single crack because all of them are highlighted because of the rendering that it does, right? So we see every nook and cranny. But if it's like in real life, most oh that, ooh, that looks good, doesn't it? That looks really nice. Add more. No such thing as too many cracks. Look at that. Oh, that looks so sweet. Hold on, let's explode it even more. I want to... Let's save first. I'm gonna change the render mode from, it's EV right now. Let's do cycle. Oh! Oh my god. Cycles. I mean, not that bad, actually. I thought it'd be worse. I can hear my computer, though. It's screaming right now. It's like, fuck, what are you doing? Stop! Change the device to GPU? I have it. Oh. Oh, oh yeah, it is. Thank you. Why is it trying to look at me? Okay, I think I'm happy with the amount of cracks. I don't think they're excessive. You think? On the nose might be a little much here, because I really, it's a shame I'm losing this, like, nice front shape. I might close that gap up a little. Hold on. Ugh, now it just looks metallic when I'm looking at it in this view. Yeah, like, this is a little much. Let me, that's not what I meant to do. I'm gonna just grab this and, like, pull it over a bit. That. Just so I can save a little more of my poor boy's nose. Oh, I should have looked at this part as well, actually. Here. Side view. Bang. Explode! Ooh! The light's too bright. Hold on. How can I do the thing again? That's nice, though. Yeah, I think look, like here, now the cracks on the legs and stuff look a lot more reasonable. They don't look overbearing at all. Yeah, like these cracks are entirely reasonable. So yeah, it's just the front. It's a little much, maybe. But I don't think so. It makes sense that the front's gonna be the most broken with how he fights. And you still have the clean version. You can literally just print the clean version and fucking crack it up yourself in Blender if you want. God, I'm so happy with this. Okay, well, that's the model done, I guess. I'm gonna go print these and see how they turn out. And then when they turn out good, then we can, I can put them on the file, and you guys can print them out yourself as well. I did say I was gonna make a version with a broken wing and stuff, but just break them yourself. Like, yeah, actually, just break them yourself. If you get the model, and you want to have like one that's more broken, fucking snap it off. I think that's literally the solution. Why wouldn't you want to do that? That just sounds like fun. Break it yourself, add more scratches, add more roughness, put some sandpaper to it. Any idea for what's next? Not yet. Not yet. I don't know yet. Okay. How do I make this light like look, it doesn't do anything. Is it because I'm in this mode? No. Is the scaling locked for this? How do I make the light source like smaller or bigger? Oh, you just touch the circle. Thank you. Harsher. Hold on. I should. Look at that, dude. Maybe light further away a little. Oh, oh, it's so fucking nice. It's so nice. Holy shit. That's so nice. I'm taking a screenshot. I don't do the render thing. Fuck that. I'm too lazy. I just take screenshots. Oh my god, that thing's nice. I learned nothing. That's what I'm realizing is I'm looking at the size of the cracks. I learned nothing. The cracks are really small, the same as I did on the fucking witch tier. They're not big enough. The only crack that's like big enough is like these. These cracks are good. But like these tiny ones here, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. None of that's gonna show up. The one on the nose is gonna show up. This one on the face is gonna show up. Um, some of the ones on the wings are gonna show up, but like besides that, the rest of the cracks are way too small. I still fell down the same like trap of making the details too small, but I couldn't help it. Okay, I couldn't help it. If you want to do it yourself, like you can literally just learn Blender, the bare minimum, put my model in there, and just fucking add some cracks. Unless you have a shit computer or one that's somehow shittier than mine, then I guess you can't do that. But I bet someone's gonna do that. Someone's gonna take the model and add their own cracks, and then you can just download their model instead. It's so good looking. What the hell? Thank you very much. God, look at. Oh, and let's move the light source a little here. Let me enjoy this, all right? Because like I spent a long time on this. It's worth just admiring it for a bit. Hold on. Definitely. If I move it here and then more up, because I want those wings like casting a shadow on the model. I think that's gonna make it look nice. Mmm. Yummy. Bigger? That doesn't really do much. Yeah, that is nice. I'm proud of that. Let's take a screenshot. And last one from this other side. Hold on, let's hide this dude. Actually looks like something. It actually looks like something. Holy shit, I actually made this. Increase the brightness using the green bulb icon on the right side of the screen. Oh, thank you. Power. Power. More power. Is that the one you mean, or sun? Ah! Fucking blinding sun. Like fucking ash baby disintegrates. You know what? Some green fucking like that's like some shit from I could totally see like a grainy photo in like some green light on in like Vermis art book type style. Sometimes you have to change it a lot. Okay, let's try 3000. There you go. Oh yeah, that does do it. I want the light higher above to really like catch those shadows. Vermis. Yeah, Vermis. Ominous red light. Yeah, that can be fun too. Hold on. Let me take another screenshot. Uh, let's do some red light. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I like playing with the light, even though I don't care about rendering. I mean, it's nice to look at it before it's printed in like this large size. Hold on. We gotta do the thing. We gotta do this. Let me take this back to 1,000. Not 10,000. We're gonna blind somebody. Uh, and let's do... Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hold on. I think it's still a little... It's gotta be like... Where is that? Okay. Further down? Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Like, picture that. Marching you down like an alleyway. Uh, like alleyway inside of Burla, you can hear the grinding sound of stone echoing from the distance as you hear some rubble or little pebbles cluttering down a staircase or something. And you don't even know where it's coming from. It's just echoing throughout the city. And at night, you hear it constantly, just grinding away like somebody sharpening a blade. And then eventually, one fateful night, you walk down an alleyway and you hear the the heavy hoof steps, and the grinding sound becomes louder and louder as it rounds the corner in front of you, and you see the tip of the spear coming first, right around the corner of the alleyway, and then the rest of it emerging from the darkness, just grinding at like sparks on the floor as the shield just scrapes along the ground and picks up random rubble and debris in front of it like a bulldozer, and just fucking marches you down. Like it takes up the whole alleyway from left to right, just its whole shield like a wall, and just fucking walks forward. You know, and then you hear another sound from behind and you're cornered. There's two of them on either side, and you're just like, well, shit. I'm dead. But yeah, oh my god. Because like you can say it's silly, like the head looks silly, but if you put it into the right context of this gargoyle thing just blocking a whole doorway and just marching you down, it's terrifying, even with its goofy eyes. It just looks at you like this. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm happy. I am happy. I am so happy at what we did today. Ugh. And now it looks ugly. Now going back to this, I was like, oh, it looks so good. Now having tasted the wonder of rendering, going back to this is just sad. Look at this unshaded, unshaded bitch. Sad little gargoyle thing. Oh, I gotta fix that. A tiny bit here. I don't like how that's looking. There's the fill tool. And then pinch. A little better. Just go all the way to the right. Yeah, fair enough. I guess you could just stand here, just like, oh, fuck you. I'm just gonna be here, and you can't do well. That's assuming that they're not just gonna bash you into the wall. Like if you think about it, if they're strong enough just to walk down a pile of debris in front of them without even slowing down, I feel like if you're gonna stand here, they're gonna just crush you. I don't think they need the spear particularly, and it's not like the spear is sharp either. I wouldn't be surprised if they stab you and it does blunt damage just because of how it's just a brick. They're stabbing you with a brick. Most of them would have the tip broken off just up to here, and they'd just be punching you with it, basically. Lets go of the shield and grabs you. That's when it's nah, because he can't do that because his hand is literally just baked into the shield. So there's nothing underneath that. He can't even let go of it with his head. The head's just stuck on top of the shield. So yeah, he wouldn't be able to like grab you, but he'd definitely like be able to just push you into the wall. Okay, well, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna go and print this now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Funnily enough, by the way, this has less topology than the than the witch tier. I actually accidentally like upped the topology of the witch tier way too much, and it's like 2 million. This is only million or 1.8 million. You know, so this is actually less than the witch tier. I'm learning, I guess. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that. The journey of the gargoyle is finally over. I'm definitely gonna make like a video of this sometime in the future. That's probably before the next model. I'll make a video about this first and like the gargoyle and talking about like how it like does what it does in Burla. And then we can design something new and then model something new again. Yeah, and I want to make a stat block for this as well. So I'm gonna pull together some people and see if we can like make a stat block for this. It's not gonna be difficult. It's a very simple creature, but it's just gonna be fun to have like a nice stat block for it in case you want to use it in like D&D or Pathfinder or something like that, or just use your own stats. I mean, you can just use gargoyle stats, I guess. But I want to like explore some quirky mechanics in case if there's like a way that I can make it so it has a different AC from the front and from the back. So if you attack it from beyond 50 degrees of where it's facing, you actually have to roll. You don't have to roll as high to hit it because it has a weak spot in the back. I want to know how that like how we can implement that and how intuitive that would be in in a fight and if it would add interest to the encounter. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me on this very very long journey. I guess this model took in altogether. This model took 20 hours and 30 minutes. Let's go. 20 hours and 30 minutes. I'm gonna write that down. 20 hours and 30 minutes. If we count the drawing stream as well, then it's basically, yeah, like roughly 24 hours. So it took a day full, like, of constant work. Long as your computer is happy, you can use as many faces as you want. Yeah, but I want it to be friendly when, like, people put it into, to print as well, you know? Like, the slicer definitely does get affected by the amount of polygons. So if you make too many, it's definitely gonna also like make your program not that happy. Can I ask what is it lore wise? Well, I'm gonna have to write that up. It's basically like a guardian of Burla. Like Burla's gonna have enemies. I want more like hold on, hold on. My girlfriend's calling. But but yeah, I want more like uh enemies in Rust and Trenches that are just like creatures that you can use for fun, instead of like characters or deeply intertwined lore wise. Like this guy is a creature within Burla specifically, but you can also just pluck it out and use it somewhere else. You know, I want more stuff like that to Burla, just in case you run into these guys. A boomerang, I guess. Yeah, if we're going by Terraria logic, I guess boomerangs would be viable weapons. I don't know if in D&D you can like I guess you can make a weapon that like hits things from the back. So it just goes past them and then comes back. But then it'd be hard to like retrieve it if it's gonna hit this from the back. It's just gonna fall to the ground. So I guess it's like a sort of more like a throwing knife kind of situation where you have like a stack of them. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream now because I'm gonna have to go and print this and see how it turns out. So, yeah, take care. And then after that, I'm gonna put it on the file. I'll notify everyone, like at everyone, so you know when it's available and where you can get it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Take care.